What is up, football fans, and welcome to Tampa Bay Buccaneers game review right here on Tim Reynolds Show, as I'm reviewing the Week 3 matchup where the 0-2 Denver Broncos come into Raymond James Stadium to take on the 2-0 Buccaneers. But man, did head coach Sean Payton have the boys ready to go, as this Denver Broncos team really showed up in this one. As we see, they were led by rookie quarterback Bo Nix, who was able to cap off the early drive in the first quarter with a rushing touchdown after really driving down the field with this Denver Broncos offense to open up the game. And we see early on that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense made a really crucial mistake really early, as quarterback Baker Mayfield throws an interception that was then set up the Denver Broncos in prime position to score off of that turnover. And that's exactly what they did, as they went up 14-0 early on in the first quarter against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then it would be 17-0 before the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense would be able to drive down the field after their defense, where Levante David was able to force a fumble and a turnover for the Denver Broncos offense, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense would set up their offense to help them get momentum to drive down the field, as Baker Mayfield would connect to Chris Godwin on a touchdown pass to cap off the drive to cut the lead 7-17. But the Denver Broncos would march right down the field to make it 20-7 at halftime, and in the second half we would not see much more, because at the end of this game we would see the field goal kicker for Will Lutz for the Denver Broncos make 4 field goals in this game, and then of course rookie quarterback Bo Nix has the rushing TD to lead these Denver Broncos to a 26-7 victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium. The Buccaneers offense was not able to get anything going all day, as the Denver Broncos defense really dominated the line of scrimmage, and they came through with 7 sacks against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense on quarterback Baker Mayfield, who was harassed all day long in the backfield. Really problems there on the offensive line throughout this game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And because of that, we've seen the secondary for the Denver Broncos be able to sit back in zone, and really took advantage of that, as they were able to force 2 turnovers in this game as well, a fumble recovery and an interception in this one, as they really dominated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense in this one. And the Buccaneers defense really tried as much as they could. They held the offense there to field goals more so than touchdowns for the Denver Broncos, but the Broncos offense was able to control the line of scrimmage, as their offense did not give up hardly any sacks. I don't think they really gave up any at all in this game, and their offensive line was able to control the ball, rushing for over 120 yards in this matchup, and they were able to control the clock all game long, as the Broncos are able to upset the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this one. Now what happens going forward is that we've known that this Denver Broncos team has had a tough defense, really only giving up close to like 150 yards or something like that per game in the first 2 weeks. So they really showed out in this one on the defensive side of the ball, and as long as rookie quarterback Bo Nix continues to get a control of this offense, and they try to keep the running game going and keep his back clean, that could be a way to success for this Denver Broncos team, who now move to 1-2 on the season and get their first win of the 2024 season thus far. Now my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, this was tough. The offensive line with the injuries really showed, especially at the right tackle position, but the O-line did not play good at all, as once again we didn't get 100 yards rushing on the day. We weren't able to really rush the ball good all game long, and the offensive line couldn't protect, as they gave up 7 sacks in this one against quarterback Baker Mayfield, who was hobbling a little bit towards the end of that game there. So hope everything's okay with him. But O-line, we have got to get things together. In order for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense to really be potent and be one of the better ones in the league this year, we have to have balance. We need to be able to run the football consistently and for more of an average than just about 2 yards a carry, or even close to 3. You need to be at 3.5, 4 or 5 yards a carry in order for you to get people away from Baker Mayfield, to get that play action game working, because man, we could not protect Baker very, very well today. Mike Evans really wasn't a factor at all in this game either, even though Chris Godwin had himself a pretty good day, and tight end Kate Otten had a bunch of really good catches, although he gave up a fumble late in that game as well. That's something to look out for, as this Tampa Bay Buccaneers are really going to have to look at the film, especially on offense, to try to improve off of what happened. Now, as far as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, I thought they played a pretty decent game overall, but a lot of mistakes, especially at the end of the game. Gave up way too many penalties and gave up way too many extra plays for the Denver Broncos offense throughout this game. And of course, once again, a notorious thing that tends to happen to my Tampa Bay Buccaneers is a rookie quarterback comes in and messes with us and somehow has a pretty good game and ends up winning the game here. But man, this one's definitely going to be an outlier if we're going to be a good team towards the end of the season, because this was just a game that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers players and coaches, I suppose, just didn't show up for, if you know what I mean. We didn't take the Broncos lightly, and we should have, because they dominated this offensive offense and defensive line. They dominated the line of scrimmage from the get-go, and you have to give the Denver Broncos all the credit in this game as they're able to upset the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose their first game at home. It's their first loss of the season as they now move to 2-1 on the season. And next week, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, a really true test coming up very soon as the Buccaneers are going to look to bounce back against a tough Eagles team in the NFC. This has been your Tampa Bay Buccaneers game review from Tim Reynolds Show. Please, guys, like and subscribe to the channel for more NFL content, football content, NASCAR race reviews, and WWE show reviews right here on this sports entertainment channel, Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you guys so much. Peace out. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for all of you that made it to the end of this video. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. Peace out. Thank you so much. Have a great day.